In just a few days, Golden State lost 2 games where they led by more than 20 points. First, the Kings came back from down 24 to eliminate them in the tournament.
Monk drives on it, Monk hangs, and he scores! What a basket! A furious comeback!
And then, last game, they were up by 22 on the Clippers, but then...
George wants it all, the three! Oh my goodness! Paul George puts the Clippers out in front by 1!
This is only the tip of the iceberg for this team's real problems, and people around the league are starting to talk about the downfall, the end of the Warriors as we know them, as a powerhouse in the NBA.
This team is cooked. They're not a contender. They got an old team. They got away last year because Steph went crazy in Game 7. Sacramento should have beat them.
Golden State has a miserable 3-9 record in the last 12 games. Only the Wizards, the Pistons, and the Spurs have been worse than them in that span. 2 of these teams are a complete joke as we've seen so far, and the Spurs are actively trying to lose every game. That's how bad the Warriors have been. But what makes people say that this is the beginning of the end for them? It begins with Steve Kerr, who at the moment seems like he's losing control of things. The fans are still mad about this sequence where Moses Moody hit back-to-back huge threes and played some phenomenal defense in that stretch. But just moments later, Kerr takes out the hottest guy on the floor and things kind of spiral down for the Warriors. But possibly the biggest issue is taking minutes away from a promising rookie like Brandon Podziemski, who's been extremely solid so far, and randomly playing Corey Joseph, who's at the end of his career, and look at his numbers. 2 points per game on 24% from the field and 22% from downtown. This is atrocious.
Corey Joseph, what are you doing? Threw it backwards.
Why is he getting those 11 minutes instead of increasing Podziemski's playing time or Moody or the other young guys? Kerr has also completely lost control over Draymond Green, who's been a total distraction in some games. Even after getting suspended for you know what, Green is still raging on the court, getting technicals at times during key moments of the game, and he continues to tackle people on a nightly basis. So with a bunch of guys in and out with injuries, the least they need right now is another suspension of their best defender. And speaking of guys being in and out, CP3 is having his annual injury moment early in the season, so how are we supposed to think that this won't happen again come playoff time? This is another part of the issue. With the core group of players getting way up there in age, Golden State did not make a significant upgrade in terms of young players, and for the second season in a row, they're hoping that Kuminga or Moody will become so good that they will help this team win another championship. But while these guys are solid, they're nowhere near replacing Klay Thompson or Andrew Wiggins, who are both having a horrible season so far. For Wiggins, this is by far the worst year in Golden State. An all-around drop in minutes, points, field goal percentage, and especially 3-point percentage, where it seems like he forgot how to shoot. And Thompson has been a trending topic. He seemingly forces up shots more than ever, and sometimes he even shoots the Warriors out of games. But the issue is just as big with him defensively. The age and injuries have caught up to him. In his prime, Klay was one of the best on-ball defenders, but now he looks flat out slow, so quicker and shiftier guys are even looking to hunt matchups against him. Thompson has been a huge reason for Golden State's plummeting numbers on both ends.
You've been playing like hot trash. That is the bottom line. You're not doing the kind of things we know you can do, we know you're capable of doing, and you're just trying to shrug it off like you don't give a damn. Maybe you should give a damn.
It seems like the entire team is falling apart, but Golden State still has one piece functioning as good as ever, and it just so happens that it's the most important piece of the puzzle. Steph Curry has single-handedly kept this team afloat, going God mode at age 35. Curry's unreal season signals the Warriors front office that they can still at least hope for another title run. But to do that, some trades need to be made. Kevin O'Connor from The Ringer mentions that this team needs to be active at the trade deadline, whether it's guys like Siakam or Anunoby or Alex Caruso, even Kyle Kuzma, who could provide a scoring punch. And he mentions some less possible scenarios as well, like Kawhi, PG, or Lauri Markkanen. But for any of these moves, one thing is certain: they would most likely need to move on from Klay Thompson. And yeah, the three guys that put this team on the map would all like to finish off their careers playing together for the Warriors, but Klay is in his last year of the contract, and giving him another big one would mean a few more seasons of the same thing that's happening right now. And without a lot of room for upgrades or improvement, this would certainly mean the end of the Golden State glory days, the end of an era. So if the front office wants to bridge the past with the future and continue that success, they'll need to make some difficult decisions. So let's see if they do it. One guy that could also be on the trading block is Donovan Mitchell, and I recently made a video about the Cavaliers' issues with him, so check it out. Talk to you in the next one, peace out.